Hi, this is Sam the Old Man playing games, playing Star Trek Fleet Command. In this video, I plan to give you beginner tips, or like the tips of how to play from about level 1 to 15 or so. Now, I've been playing this a couple weeks actually, so when you start, you're going to start just zooming in somewhere out on the outskirts of space, and you see these white spots. They're spots that I've actually visited. I'm trying to find, where did I start? I think I started over here. Yep, here we go. I started at this level 1 Wokpa, and when you start, let's go and change my ship. You start with, swap the ship, this very first ship, assign ship, there we go. That's the ship you start with. And basically what you have to do is you have to level it up. You can see my ship is level 16, and then you also have to upgrade it. Now this ship is fully upgraded, but you upgrade it by collecting the items that you need to upgrade it. You get those items pretty much by fighting ships and collecting them, or mining, and I'll show you that in more detail later on. But to when you fight ships, you can see down the bottom, level 16, you tier up, or you level up by fighting and getting XP, and you tier up. There we go. Already max tier 4, but you tier up when you have all those 4 items filled. You can tier it up to the next level, and that'll make more sense when I get up to the higher level and show you the ships that I'm actually working on now. For now, let's swap that back to one of those ships. Okay, next, I think I forgot to change it, but anyway, next, what you want to do is you want to do your quests. Now, if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little eye there with the 2 on it. You're going to press that button, and over on the left, that shows you all the quests that you have that are active at the moment. And pretty much just follow those quests through the storyline, and that acts a little bit like the tutorial in the beginning. So just keep doing whatever that quest is, and you'll learn how to play the game and you'll progress. You also have daily goals. These change as you level up. You don't have to do the same things as when you first start. I'll go through the daily quests and daily goals later. Now, the little numbers next to each of the names, we've got Wokpa is 1, it's a level 1 system, solar system. Dolcan, that's 2. Acti is 2, and then you go Birdford, that's 4, and as you zoom out, you see, wow, there's tons of little stars and planets to go and visit. But it actually follows a pretty similar system. If we go through here, zoom out there, there we go. You've got a few of these level 7 systems that are bright, and then off of them you get 4s and 6s, and then off of them you have the 1s and the 2s. So you just follow that up the range, and then you got 7s, then you've got 8s, then you've got 9s, and then you've got 10s, and it just progresses along. And then a lot of these systems, if we move over here, you can see the level 7 in the middle, and then off of each of those you've got lots of little 6s. Now, if you actually want to go in and explore, hit the planet you want to explore. Okay, I can't make it there in that ship, but anyway. And then you hit system in the bottom right hand corner, and it zooms into the system. Oh, actually, that's taking me home because my ship can't make it there. Hold on. I'll just change that. Manage, swap ship, put my big ship on, assign ship, there we go, and back out of that. So back to the galaxy, we're in the system, scroll over to the planet I want to get to, there it is, and view system, and that brings us into view the system. Here we go. Zoom out a little bit, and we have our system here. This is a level 7 planet, and see the hostiles are enemy ships. They're all in red. Blue ships are other players' ships, And if you zoom right in, rather than being triangles, you can actually see the ships that are there. And we come over to the mine. Okay, there's a mine, someone's mining that, and we'll zoom back out. You see this greeny stuff, that's the titanium. And then you can have, okay, this system has titanium, and when you start, the titanium is rarer and harder to get, but at least at the moment they're looking pretty empty, and you can mine that to pieces. To mine it, you just send your ship there and hit mine, and you'll start collecting resources. This one here is a mining ship. It's not, you get a mining ship pretty quickly, and they mine faster. This one here is a certain fighting ship, and it mines slower. We'll get into the fighting ships later. So if you're stuck and having trouble leveling up, just go into a system and fight a bunch of the hostiles, and that'll rank up your ship. And then go mine what you need. Now if we go back to the galaxy, all the little ones off of the main system one, they tend to have the lesser resource. In this case, that is this bronzy looking one, which is called parasteel. Parasteel is a lot easier to come by. Because it's basically the 6 of those systems with parasteel, and only the one with the titanium there. Well, I mean, not the one, but like it's like 6 there to 1. This one here is 4 parasteel to 1 titanium, and we'll just go in and prove that in this system. There we go. That's got lots of the titanium, lots and lots. You can see this one's a little more full of people mining the titanium. I've got 13 out of 33,000 that, and 54 out of 80 parasteel right now at the moment. Let's zoom out again. But pretty quickly as you level up, the other trick as well is you have to go and explore. Like I said, when you start, they're all going to be like this one here with nothing on it. I haven't explored it. You have to set a course and send a ship there before you can go in and have a look at the system. And you need to get more of these missions. And the way you find them, if you go into a system, let's go into like here, this level 7 system again, see what's in there. You look at the planets, and none of these planets have one. No, there's not many planets there. Okay, so let's go to a system that I know has one. These big shiny systems, 100%, they're like mega systems. It will definitely have what I'm looking for. Here we go. This planet here with a little question mark next to it, if you click on that, and it says view mission 0, that's because I've actually got the missions already. But if it has the question mark on it, potentially you can go there to get a mission. And there's a whole bunch. What I'm not 100% confirmed, but my theory is when you start, you're going to have to go to level 1 to 4 planets to find these missions. And then once you've done those missions, then you can go to like the 6 to 8 planets. And then once you've done those missions, then you can go to like the higher level systems, and the missions activate once you've reached certain points in the game. I think perhaps you have to get a certain ship to unlock some systems, but just as you level up, you get more of those missions. Your level is in the top left-hand corner. You can see the Federation symbol there, and I'm level 16. And so your level will be there. And basically, you probably want to hang out or look for missions in systems that are around the same level. So I'm 16, so I probably want to look in maybe 14 to 18 planets for missions that I can do. And the distance you can travel with your ship depends on how well it's leveled up. Let's just claim this reward here, which it brings me to a good point. I'm going to interrupt my train of thought there. On the right hand side, you got the claim, and you can claim a reward every 10 minutes. You can see I've been doing this video for almost 10 minutes. Make sure you claim that every 10 minutes, because sometimes if you keep on doing that, you get this, I think it's platinum or something, these gold bars in the top right hand corner. I've got 1,100 of them, and you can get them for free out of these gifts. So the more you're here every 10 minutes collecting that chest, the more of that you can get. I've even done so well as to get 100 of it free in a day, or more even. And that is going to be very useful later on. We'll talk about that too. But that's basically your premium currency. It's sitting over in the top left hand corner there. Now let's go to my base. So you've over in the system button in the bottom right hand corner, you've got exterior. If you press that, that takes you to the outside of your base. There it is. There's my base, levels 15, 16. And then we can press it again and you go to the interior. There's the interior of your base. Whoops, I don't want to upgrade that building just yet. I got 36 minutes left to go upgrading this building over here. And there's a little repair button on the left hand side underneath the ships. If you press that, that brings out two things. The top one is what you're building, and the second one is what you're researching. You have research trees. Here's my mines or generations, and you get some for free, and if you need more, then you have to go out and mine it. So just make sure I collect that. So you get some for free just by sitting there, and you get some for mining it. Now when you start a new building, the little fast forward button there, that'll be purple, and you press that and that asks for help. Then on the right hand side next to that 10-minute chest is a little hand there that lets you help people. Press that. I'm going to help some other people with their buildings. Help all. So you request help and then you help other people, and that's actually one of the part of the daily quests, is to help enough people. Looks like I'm getting my next chest in a few seconds. Oh great, my 4-hour chest. That's good timing. I wonder if I'll get any of that free premium currency. There we go. Gift is ready, and claim away. What do we get? Oh, we just get a 5-minute speed up. Sometimes they're a little bit lame speed ups, short speed ups, but sometimes they're really good. Now the speed ups. So if we click the fast forward button again, we can click it right there in the middle on the what we're building, or we can click it over here on the left hand side. There we go. And it brings up what I'm building, a dilithium generator A. And here's the speed ups. I have 2 1-hour speed ups. I have 50 30-minute speed ups. So I'm actually going to use one of those for this video right now. Don't be afraid to use your speed ups, because otherwise they just sit there, especially in the beginning to get through to some of the higher levels. I use them like crazy, and if you keep on playing a lot, open those chests, you get tons more, and you can replenish, and so just don't be afraid to use them. There we go. So that building is finished, and I will build, what will I build now? I'm going to build something relatively fast. This one here, upgrade. Now when it gets into the 5 minutes, there's the purple button I was talking about. So we're going to press that. Now I've asked for help. When it gets down to 5 minutes, you can fast forward the last 5 minutes of the build for free. There you go. So I'll finish that building in a minute. Now, I forget what I was talking about, but if we press the quest button in the left hand side again, there we go, that brings us to the missions. But on top we've got missions and we've got daily goals. Here's the daily goals. So I have to gain power by completing research and upgrading the station. So you can see I'm off the 0 mark because I just finished that construction, but it's a resource mine that doesn't add much power to my base, so that's why it's quite low. If you do build or upgrade some of the more powerful weapon systems and stuff like that, that power just goes up enormously to make it a little more fair. Next one there, advance your station by upgrading modules. So I've done 2 out of 4 that I need for the day. Next, research projects. I'm still working on the first one. I have to do 2. Now when you're lower levels you have to do more, but that's because they go faster. My research takes more than 8 hours, even up to 12 hours. That's why you can only actually fit 2 in it per day. The alliance, help your alliance, so I've helped 30 people out of 50 so far. It's nice that there's 2 there. Open a daily chest. Unfortunately I won't get that one in this video, but definitely open that daily chest. Then you've got 3 4-hour chests that you have to open. And then you have to defeat some hostiles, and this keeps you leveling up your ships. If you keep on defeating these hostiles as part of your daily quest every day, it keeps you leveling up your ships. And the final one there is mine. You have to mine 2,500 2-star crystal ore and gas, and we haven't talked about that yet because that's a higher level thing. I think it comes into play around level 10, maybe 10 to 12. Then you have to mine as well. I think before, like when you're lower levels, you just have to mine this titanium, I think it is. Now we'll get another building going. What will I build? Actually, I'll do one that's quick again, and that'll give me my daily quest. 6 minutes here for this one. There we go. Help these people, help all. And you can see there's lots to do. Pressing the buttons, progressing forward. Go back to our daily goals, and let's collect that one that I finished. 10 points. There we go. And you need, in a minute, it's going to come up. There we go. I've got 10 out of 35 to get my first rewards box, daily rewards box. And you get some pretty good rewards, especially if you get up to the 175 points. Alright, now that one's done. Next, we're going back out. Oh, nope, the building's done. There we go. Building finished. Set another building going. I'll do that in a minute. I know exactly what I'm going to do, but I have to wait a minute. So back to daily goals. Collect the prime real estate. But that only gives us 30 out of 35 points. I want to open this box during this video. Okay, then we're going to go back out into the system. That gives me my home. Back out to the galaxy, and there's my home. There we are. So now we're going to talk about the mining. Actually, before we talk about mining, we're going to talk about events. So in the top right hand corner, this is the one that everyone keeps saying, oh, what should I do? Well, like there's certain events that go on. Click that events button. Here we go. And you've got daily events, and then you've got the results of events that I've finished. Some of this, so you got Assault of Glory solo event, the station event, and the limit time offer event. They're all solo events at the moment, but sometimes you get alliance events. Now, if we come back into here, alliance events, we're going to talk about the mining. So, once you get up to these higher levels, let's go in and view this system. See what we've got in Elona. Here we've got gas. There we go, gas, raw gas. It starts off 1 star, and then as you level up your resource system, it goes up to 2 star, and then it eventually goes up to 3 star as well. I'm up to 2 star, but you got gas. Back out to the galaxy. I think go to this one here, view system there. You've got ore. Ore is this reddish color one, 2 star ore. You can see there's tons of people mining it. There's not many free spots. And if there's no free spots, then you get people, then you get people fighting over who can get what spot and collect those resources. Go out of the galaxy again, and there's another one. I know where they are. So they're all going to be in a similar spot. So half of this is gas and ore, and then this one down here, Neville view system here, that is crystal. Now sometimes the location of what systems have what resource, that there it is, there's 2 star raw crystal, it changes. So what you see in this video and the locations of where these resources are may possibly change through time. It is certainly possible. Some of these resources there, like this one, and it's just going to circle around forever, thinking there's a problem on the server, and basically that resource is just doesn't work. Don't even try. Nothing you do will get that resource to work. The problem is on the server side. So what about that one there? There's another problem one. We're going to come down through here, and you can see there's nothing really available. But there's my miner, and I want some of this crystal. So what I could do is find an empty one. Okay, maybe there is no empty one. Maybe we're going to have to fight for it. This would be exciting. Oh no, there's an empty one. I could hit mine, and that's going to send my resource directly to the planet. What I recommend is hitting somewhere next to where you want to mine and hit go. And that's because it's not uncommon for me to hit mine, and you can see it's going to take 4 minutes for that miner to get to this system. But it is completely plausible that in that 4 minutes, a level 18 miner might go and sit on that mine spot. And that means when my miner gets there, who's a level 16 miner, it's probably going to be less powerful, and they're going to fight it out, and I'm going to die and lose. So you probably want to send your to be safe, you want to send your miner to just next to where you want to go, let it get there, and then find your free resource. If it's still free, just jump right on. So that's how I mine. Go back up to the galaxy, up to the system. There we go. And now we're going to start with some fighting. Go into my home system. That's easier. And I'm going to show you. Here's the number one tip that I have. So we're going to switch to the fighter. Okay. And we're going to find an enemy. There's a level 18 enemy. Okay, we're going to click on that. And you can... Now there's a lot of information here about the ship. It's level 18 Rigelian Hunter. Strength is 12996. And there's a little funny symbol next to the strength of like a wing. If you click on that wing, here's the combat triangle. So the wing is called an interceptor. Then you have bombs, which are battleships. And then you have like a star, which is an explorer. And explorers are strong against interceptors. This ship that I've got on now, that's a battleship, and it's good against explorers. So even though our strength is pretty close, because the interceptor has an advantage over me, I might not even be able to do it. I might die, or I'm going to lose a ton of health fighting that ship. So what I actually want to do is I want to swap ship. So let's go manage, swap ship, and I want to put on my explorer, which is the Turas, assign ship. There we go. And you can see at the moment my ship is level 20. We'll go, actually we'll talk about that after I do this fight. There's the fight, and we're going to hit attack. And now I've got a little up arrow, green up arrow, telling me that I have the advantage in this fight. So even though this ship isn't quite as powerful, because I have the advantage, I'm still going to do better than using a ship that has a disadvantage that's more powerful. And that's a good little tip there, in that you can fight enemy ships that are more powerful than you. See, I lost a decent amount of health. Now, a lot of people will, if I fought a level 16 ship, I would have lost like next to no health. Can I fight that one there? I could. It's the wrong type of ship though, so we're going to send that back. There we go. Now what I like to do is go to my system, my home system, and fight a ship, and then recall it back to base. And then once it's back to base, hit that repair button and ask for help. Now that's going to take 9 minutes. Now if you fight slightly lower level ships, I fought a level 18 ship for a reason that I'll get into in a bit, but if I fought a lower level ship, I would have lost less health, and that repair time would have been less than 5 minutes, which would have meant that I could have just hit free and then gone back out to fight another ship. In this case, we can actually speed that up. Here's all my speed ups, and if I use a 3-minute speed up, there we go, I'm under 5 minutes, and it's done free. Here's a level 17 ship, and it is an explorer. So with that, I want to use the battleship, manage, swap ship, battleship, assign ship. Now most of the systems below level, so I'm in a level 17 system, I believe. Go back. most of the systems, lower level systems, have like every ship in the system will be the same type of ship. It'll be an explorer, interceptor, or battleship, and you don't have to keep changing ships like me. But that there is an advantage to that, in that you can find a system with a particular type. Okay, here we go, recall. You can find that system particular type, send the ship over there, and you can go and kill like 10 ships in a go, and then you have to come back for repair. But if it's in your home system, you can just keep going out, back, forth, and hit repair. There is a resource repair cost, free, which I'll show you again in a minute. Okay, there's the 18 ship. Perfect, I've got the advantage with this one. We'll go and attack it, and then I'll show you that resource cost in a second. Here we go as it progresses. So that killing the level 18 ships is actually part of my daily goals, where I have to kill 25 hostile ships of level 17 or higher. So that's why I'm not killing the 16s, I'm killing the 18s. So we're going to recall that back and repair, and then we can just keep on doing that. Now this tactic is especially good during alliance events where you have to go and kill hostiles. Especially good during that. Now, okay, there we go, repair, perfect, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and here's another one. Now this one is the wrong type again, that one is the wrong type again, but we're going to swap ship. Here we go, manage, swap ship. We're going to put on the Findra, ship A, assign ship, and the reason for that is because this ship here is level 19. I haven't maxed it out for its tier. If we hit assign officers button, you can choose which officers you want to put on the ship. This particular offer, let's take her off. I can't activate the third officer on that ship or person on the ship until we hit level 20. And so I want to do that today. And the number below the little character, these are the people on your ship. The number below, 232 or 260. Up the top, we've got 267, 270, 258. They're the officers. That adds strength to your ship. That makes your ship stronger. Now, yep, discard those changes. Okay, now that brings me to officers and fighting. Before we go to officers, so in the top left hand side you've got a few buttons: ship, officer, faction, items. There's a lot in this game. So there's the officers button that we're going to, and you can unlock these officers by, we'll get to that in a minute, but once you do, click on Spock. Here we go, and on the right hand side he has two abilities, knowledgeable and Kobashi Maru. Click on that and it tells you what he does. Now everyone has a captain maneuver and an officer ability. Now the captain maneuver is, you only get that for the one person that you put as captain, and the officer ability, you get that for the two officers that you put next to your captain. So what I mean by that, let's get back out of there. We're going to go back into the ship, manage, assign officers. So up the top there, the middle person, that one there, that is your captain. And whoops, I swapped them. There we go. So this person here and this person there, we just swapped them around on the sides. They're your officers. So if we go back out, yep, we're going to discard all those changes. And what's it telling me over here? Main stats. So ship ability, oh that's ship ability, and there's my captain maneuver. And are these, oh yep, here's the officer abilities. Okay, you actually get your officer ability for all three of them. Officer ability, gold rush. So these are mining. I've got mining officers in there at the moment. This one I was normally using as a miner. But so you got to go through and read all those things. Now where do we go for collecting them? Oh, is that our chest? I think we got a chest. Here we go. Claim claim away. Done. Okay, we've got gifts. We've also got officers. Oh no, that's officers. No, not, I said it again. Offers, not officers. Recruit and alliances. Now, the recruit button, here's where we get and unlock and then upgrade our officers. I haven't gotten quite enough at the moment. You need to open chests. I have in the top right hand corner I have 19 and I need 20 of them to open one chest. 60 for 3 chests, 100 for 5 chests. There's no benefit in waiting, so when you've got 20 you may as well just open it. The other buttons are just there in case you want to save up to save time. If you want to go around and not open your things and then do a whole bunch in one go. Premium, these are a different type. They're harder to get. Then you got Ultra Recruit, harder again. And this is all part of the freemium structure, and that you can pay money to get stuff that will help you unlock those recruits faster. Later on in the game, you're going to have, once you get into the different faction space, which is really around level 20 plus, you're going to do Federation, Klingon, and Romulan missions, and that's going to give you a ranking with those different groups. And that's going to give you, like, if you get a higher ranking with the group, you'll be able to get these particular Federation recruits or Klingon recruits. Oh, that's Ultra. Here's the Klingon ones. There you go. There's the Klingons. Or finally, we've got the Romulans view. What else? Now, so there's our recruits. Next, there's so much stuff to cover. Next, we're going, oh that's right, we're going to go fight some more ships as part of our daily quests. And we've got our interceptor on. So we need to look for a system that's full of battleships. Battleships